Good morning and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show for a Thursday. Odon here in the driver's seat, your traffic jockey for the next hour and a half. And yes, we are only going to 8:30 as we have to connect with the New Jersey Morning Show on NJ On Air on their Facebook page, YouTube page, and also on Facebook. That comes up at 9 o'clock this morning. So you just have to kind of change everything around the servers and things like that. So just to make sure we're all connected up to them. So with that said, welcome to the big broadcast here. We are on YouTube and Facebook here this morning for this July the 14th. Yes, I do have the correct date on the YouTube channel and on the banner. So we should be in pretty good shape here this morning. You know, it's relatively quiet for the most part around the area. We're just seeing some volume building in the Bronx and into Connecticut, but Long Island seems to be faring fairly nicely. So, you know, maybe a lot of our friends are taking a nice long weekend as they're doing their summer vacations. You know, it's already July the 14th. You know, school will be back in session in what, 6 weeks, give or take? Another 45 days, not even that. So get out to the beaches and get out to the shores and get your vacations in. I can't believe it's already the middle of July. Unbelievable. All right. So with that said, we will get right to the action here this morning. Let me flip over the banners. And again, we are sponsored this half hour by the Cry for Vanilla Bean Creamery, and cryforvanillabeancreamery.com is the best place to get all of your information on the best ice cream shop in the land. 908-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number. We thank him for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right. So with that said, we will go to the maps here this morning. Let me open up the comments. Comments are now open. Again, we are on YouTube and Facebook. So please let us know where you're watching this from. Let us know if there's a particular area that you would like to see us cover here this morning. Let's start in New Jersey, as we always do. We have to first take you over to Route 46 because the incident list here this morning is looking at road work out by McBride Avenue. 2 left lanes are still going to be shut down. Oh, and I've just slipped my mind, really. Weather-wise, we're looking at 73, partly cloudy here in central New Jersey. And Johnny was unable to be with us here this morning, but he sent me over the weather slides. So we're going to check the forecast in about 10 minutes time here on a Thursday morning. And actually, if things kind of come to fruition, we're going to have some exciting things here for the fall once Johnny goes back to school. So do a little teaser for that right now, but hoping we can put together what I think will be pretty cool. Alexandra, good morning to you. Happy Thursday from East Rutherford. Good morning. I'm assuming that's a work from home day for you. So welcome as always, my friend. All right, so let's go to 46 here. It is just a bacchanal of traffic getting out towards Union Boulevard here. We saw this, was it yesterday or the day before? I feel like it was Tuesday we saw this. Just really a lot of heavy traffic because of obviously 2 lanes being shut. Unfortunately, the camera there at Union Boulevard is not working. So our delays get back to the Parkway on the westbound side of Route 3. So unfortunately, it's really not a whole lot of great options to head that way towards the Wayne area. Just all local streets here through Little Falls. I mean, you could stay obviously with the Parkway and then reconnect here at Route 19. That up to Route 80. Certainly could do that is one option. So yeah, that's really the biggest outstanding thing here in Jersey is the late running construction on 46 West at Union Boulevard. 208-17, 287 is good. Again, I don't really expect a whole lot of traffic out here this morning. it's we're getting into this later part of the early part of summer, if that makes any sense. I don't know if we're getting closer to the middle of summer soon, another couple of weeks probably, but again, we're here July 14th, 2022. We are seeing some delays here on 21 through Passaic. Looks like we may have a crash being reported here. This is going to be, let's just see what exit number that is. Not terribly familiar with 21, exit 11. So we have a crash there, a little backed up 21 getting up into 20, but that normally is what we see. 80 and 46, things are fine there. Your Garden State Parkway actually still faring pretty nicely. A little heavy here out by the old Essex Toll Plaza, Route 3, passing Alexandra in East Rutherford. A little crowded here coming off that ramp from 21 to eastbound 3. I'm sure she probably knows Route 3, 17, 21 extremely well in that area, even Route 120 through East Rutherford. Can be a bit of a challenge to say the least. And again, this section, Route 3, is it's crazy at times. Coming in from the Clifton Commons, just trying to merge back into Route 3, and then you kind of goes up the hill, down the hill. It's a bit of a wild ride, honestly. But when you come up into Bloomfield Avenue here, just before the old Roche plant, it's actually a pretty cool shot. If it's clear, you can see the skyline of the city, which is kind of a interesting photographic moment. Unfortunately, there's no place that I would recommend to pull over on Route 3 to take a picture of it, but nonetheless, it is quite picturesque. 24, 80 through Parsippany is good. 15, 80 all the way up to Hope and Hackettstown on 46. We're fine. 78 is playing nicely this morning. 202, 206. Parkway Turnpike looks good except for the Bay Extension. Whew, a big sneeze. Holy cow. I don't know if it's just pollen or something. I don't know. I wouldn't be pollen in my living room, but whew. Anyway, didn't sneeze on the air. We hit the mute button. Hopefully, Alexander, you didn't hear that. So south here along the turnpike as we come in towards interchange 9, a little slow here. I think that's on the outer roadway. I think that may be a little bit of construction as well. Picking up, but let's just check that out in real time very quickly. Middlesex County. Okay. Construction. Yes. Turnpike. It's the inner roadway. I'm sorry. So from 10 to 9, one left lane is shut there until 8. So for about another little less than an hour or so. For that. So there we go. We've got that all covered for you. Right, so let's go back here. Let's just widen up the map a little bit more stop. The Parkway is fairly quiet. Route 9, 18, everything down the shore, 36, 35. Garden State Parkway is good. So is Route 33, 195. Also moving at a good pace. Same thing along 71. 35 Point Pleasant Beach is moving along very, very well. 295, 29 is going to be clear. The Turnpike looks pretty good. 206 is good. Even 55 is still a little crowded here at the 42 interchange, but 42 is actually moving fairly well. Turnpike and 295, things are going to be in good shape. We take it over to Atlantic City. We are fine. So is the ride on Route 9 in the Parkway, Sea Isle City, Avalon, Stone Harbor, and Wildwood. Let's go towards, let's do this. Let's go to transit. Check that out here this morning. A couple of things happening. Let's go to the corridor here this morning. A lot going there. So we've got 1, 2, 3 canceled trains here from earlier Amtrak overhead wire issues. And the 642 Trenton arrival is about 35 minutes late. So sometimes it takes another hour or so for those delays to kind of shake out. Light rail here this morning, Brownsbrook Park to Penn Station. Departure to Grove Street canceled due to operator availability, and the 646 departure from 73 and the 742 departure from Trenton are canceled. Okay. Just a couple minor changes there, but minor to some, maybe major to many. Journal Square to 33rd. That was some early this morning, so that is going to be in good shape. So 7:12 is our time. Let's do this. Let's check out the New York City incident list to see if there's anything massively pressing here this morning. None to be found. We'll take a look at the Long Island list just to see if there's any big crashes. Nothing there. We go to the Hudson Valley now. We get lucky with no matching. Westchester has a massive claim to broken down vehicles. Interesting. 287 East before exit 5. Look for a situation there. Route 9 at exit for US 6. Shoulder is out. Down tree, down wires. That's in Ulster County. Road closure on 209 both ways. Old 209. And Marcotte Road in Marbletown. So everything is shut there. Last update was like 6 hours ago. So keep that back of your mind. Let's go towards Connecticut, shall we? We'll take a look here. Just some delays, 2413 and 95, and then 4842 on the Merit. But again, really, that's about it. Quickly widen up the map here because we want to hit the sponsor and weather on time. So the expressway, Staten Island Expressway, starting to see some backups here this morning. As we come into 440 by Victory Boulevard, a little heavier here on the inbound Gowanus as you come on into Fort Hamilton Parkway. I think it's just some volume, but I'm thinking maybe something may have happened because it goes from red to orange to green. So, yeah. Inbound Gowanus getting up and onto the BQE is heavy all the way to the Brooklyn Bridge. Same thing, southbound on the BQE is heavy. Battery Tunnel, Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Williams River Bridge, they're all good. FDR Drive, a little heavy here north, getting up in towards the Ed Koch. And then south here at the RFK, what else is new? But the west side is looking good. Just a little heavy traffic right off the George Washington Bridge. Across Bronx, just west here into the Bronx Road Parkway is heavy. Both ways coming up onto the elevated section of the Bruckner is a little bit slow. Deegan, it's the brakes here at the stadium. Nice win last night for the Yankees. I think they played the Reds again. I think so. I was just listening to the game and I fell asleep and they won on a wild pitch in the 10th inning. So 61 or 62 for the wins, which I think there's only more than likely usually Thursday is a day off in Major League Baseball, and then they'll probably do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. They're off Monday, Tuesday, probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then not back till Friday for the All-Star break, which is going to be on Tuesday. So north on the Bruckner is heavy here over by the Hutch. A little heavy here at the Throgs Neck Bridge. I like the Whitestone better. And then look at this Whitestone Expressway starting to build volume heading north into the Cross Island. But, west in the LI heavy up by the Fairgrounds. Grand Central is good. The Van Wyck is pretty heavy here at Hillside. Then the Cross Island building volume of Sunrise Highway into the Grand Central. All right, so let's do this. Let's hit weather right on time. So 7:16 now is our time. Let's take a little check of the forecast provided by our meteorologist in training, one Mr. Jon Rocco from Rutgers University in beautiful Piscataway, New Jersey. President of the Weather Watchers Club. You can follow him on Jon Rocco WX on Twitter and on Facebook. So a partly sunny start here this morning. Just a typical summer type day. Just a normal summer type day here around the areas we cover, the tri-state that is. So let's go to the temperatures here. Temps are kind of fairly warm for this hour at 7:17 now. We got 74 in central Jersey. So Johnny's right on the money with some of his temperatures. So into the low to mid 70s across the board for New Jersey. Same thing here into the five boroughs. Again, pretty much uniform with our temperature gradient here from about 71 to about 73. Same thing here out towards Long Island. So, temperatures are, again, like I just mentioned, uniform across the board. A little cooler in the normal spots where you'd see it. Here in the Hudson Valley into the lower 60s or so. For temps there in Middletown, at Poughkeepsie, 70 in Patterson, 72 in Yonkers, 68 in Torrington, 71 in New Haven, 71 in Bridgeport. Let's take a look at the forecast for today. Another hot one on tap. We've got some sun and clouds. The potential is there for an isolated storm, looks like to the east. So keep an eye to the sky. Be weather aware. Suffolk County, the East End, South Shore of Connecticut, potentially could see a pop-up shower, because look at those temperatures, 90 in Freehold, 93 in Cherry Hill, 88 in Central Park, 84 in Cape May, 83 in Islip. So for the most part, I think it's a fairly decent shore beach day, whichever you call it and wherever you may be hailing in from this morning. So all in all, it's kind of a normal kind of summer day with the potential for a storm a little bit later on today. Possible storm isolated to the east, and then our weather threats for the rest of the week are good. Looks like we pushed that storm chance from Sunday now into Monday. Just kind of starting off the work week, and we'll see. Again, we definitely need the rain. I mean, you look at the lawns and other foliage, it's fairly dry out here. So, be careful. And speaking of that, Johnny also makes a special note. New Jersey Forest Fire Service placed stage 2 campfire restrictions across northern New Jersey because of the very dry condition and obviously because of our lack of rainfall. I wonder what the rain gauges and some of the reservoirs where we are at. I certainly don't think we're anywhere near what California is going through. Obviously, you've heard all the stories with Lake Mead. I don't think we're anywhere near that level, but it is dry. There's no question about that. It is definitely dry out there from what I thought was a fairly wet spring, late winter. Has kind of just dried up here. So hopefully we do get some rain at some point because we definitely need it. All right, so we are sponsored once again by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, and is located in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number, and are proud to have Mr. Koppelman as one of our sponsors for the Tri-State Traffic Show. Look at all that delicious ice cream. And I did eat breakfast there this morning, and I'm still hungry here for Cookie Monster M&M Explosion. The coffee is delicious. Same thing with his Core 3, he calls it. That's really his starting rotation. Is vanilla chocolate strawberry, still the most popular flavors for Ralph. Although that cotton candy, as you've heard me mention many times, has really kind of come into play for Ralph. You see a lot of folks taking cotton candy there with the cones. So you see a lot of the pink tops going down the street. So just delicious stuff, really. I mean, it's just unbelievable. He also does the Dole Whip, the raspberry and pineapple, as well as the sorbets, the lemon sorbet, the blood orange, and also the peach and mango. Very, very refreshing. It has just enough sweetness to it to kind of get your fix for your sugar fix or whatever. Again, it's not overly sweet, which is the way I like it. It's just creamy and refreshing. It really is just amazing stuff. But for the sorbets. So definitely, if you are in the area, certainly stop by and tell Ralph that I sent you. There's the ice cream sandwiches, the chip witches, the flying saucers. It's got that pillowy, soft chocolate and vanilla ice cream in the center. And speaking of the pillowy, soft ice cream, is going to be the cakes, the all occasion cakes. We'll call them birthdays, weddings, maybe. Summertime party. We'll put it at that. Just drawing a blank. Um, Anniversaries. There we go. So whatever your occasion is, you're looking for an ice cream cake, again, a picnic, barbecue, head on over to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue, west in historic Cranford, New Jersey, right off the Raritan Valley line of NJ Transit. And there's a look of some of the things that he has to offer. He has shakes. He also has those cupcakes, which are amazing. I should have gotten a picture of the cupcakes. Need to do that. We've got the sundaes. So you name it, Ralph's got it. Head on over to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. You will not be disappointed. 908-272-3000, 22 North Avenue West in beautiful, historic Cranford, New Jersey. All right, so let's go back to our action here this morning. Grab some water. Oh, sorry about that. Parched here in the traffic center. All right, so let's do this. Let's head out to Long Island for 7:23 is our time, and it's fairly quiet across the board. Not going to get terribly excited on this LIE delay here over by the Northern State Connector 39 Glen Cove Road. Not much, really. Building a little bit of early traffic here. The LIE at 135. But other than that, South Shore looks good. So does the LIE. Same thing on Vest Highway, Sunrise Highway. All of Suffolk County looks great until you get out to the Hamptons, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill. On Sunrise Highway on 24 in Riverhead is also going to be a little bit slow, but we'll take it. I mean, the bigger snapshot of Long Island looks good. Looks real good, in fact. We go to southwestern Connecticut. The delays here in Trumbull. I will go about 48 through 44. And then it's really just right at Route 7, south of 40, from 40 down through about 38, and then 95. Some congestion here, Bridgeport, Fairfield, 25 down to 22, and then heavier from about, I'd say 18, put it 18 down through 11, and then pushing more traffic in Stanford through about exit 8 or so. So, again, kind of just normal stuff, maybe a little bit lighter as well. 287 going east here is a little bit heavy through Elmsford, exits 2 through 5 in the White Plains. But, one of your benchmarks is seeing the Hutch just fine here out at North Avenue, New England Thruway. We are clear. Tappan Zee Bridge is good. South on the Thruway, a little heavy here at the Palisades. That may be just a little sun glare hitting you in the eyes, but really that's fine. Other than that one delay. Through Spring Valley is good. 202, Palisades Parkway, Thruway, Route 6, 17, 84. Also in good shape, Route 6. That is going to be fine at 208, the Thruway, and 84 across the Beacon Bridge. And then we continue on over to the Brewster area. And that will be westbound on 84 is going to be a little bit sluggish here out through the 684 area. So all in all, friends, we are fairly quiet across the board here this morning. Let's go to the MTA. We'll check in with the rails, subways, and trains and buses. We've got some delays on the 2 and 3 southbound running delays after request of medical assistance. Someone at 34th Street, Penn Station. So hopefully that individual or individuals are okay. Let's call up Long Island Railroad on the left is good, and the Wassaic branch of Metro North. 5:45 train from Wassaic Grand Central is operating 10-15 minutes late because of accommodating customers from previously canceled train. Okay, so I honestly don't know how long the trip from Wassaic to Grand Central Terminal is, but probably just about ready to wrap up. Let's go to the maps here for a second. I just wanted to take a look at Metro North. Bus map, Metro North. I just want to look at that in real time here. I'm not hugely familiar with the Harlem and Hudson lines or the Wasaic line. That the Wasaic and the Harlem, the Wasaic, I think, is a branch of the Harlem line. So, oh yeah, so this is way up here, um, Dutchess County, Wasaic. So yeah, that's probably a good 2 hours plus to get into Grand Central. That's a heck of a commute there. Wasaic, wow, I would say that's probably almost as long as it is to get from Montauk into the city. Wow, that's a long commute, but there are people who do it. No question about that. Yeah, no question about that. Even this Port Jervis line, Port Jervis is on the Pennsylvania border. You could take that Metro North all the way through Wallkill, Campbell Hall, Salisbury Mills, and then come down through Harriman, just bordering Rockland County right there into Suffern, and connect with the Maine and Bergen line. But it's interesting when you look at the maps of the trains, just to see where things go, and all the different stops along the way. I mean, once you get up into Westchester, Putnam, and Dutchess counties, on the Harlem line, there's some wide open spaces here, obviously, but then obviously as you come into, Yonkers and whatnot, you've got one stop after the next. I mean, if you get that, dare I say, local train or whatever, pardon me, I'm losing my voice here. That's a pretty long train ride. There's no question about that. You know what? We got another minute, bottom of the hour. Let's go to the New Jersey Transit train systems. No, New Jersey Transit, but we want the maps and the train system. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, the furthest west you can go is High Bridge. Montclair line gets all the way out to Hackettstown. Same thing, the Morristown line. Obviously, it all flows through. Everything comes through Secaucus. I think just about everything comes through Secaucus, if I'm not mistaken, except for the Morris and Essex line. Well, no, that does too. Yeah. And then further south here is Bay Head, Point Pleasant Beach. And that's the thing too. A lot of folks probably don't even know you can take the coastline to it stops in Bay Head, but that'll get you down to Point Pleasant, Belmar, Bradley Beach, Asbury Park, Long Branch, Monmouth Park during the season. It's just too bad they never extended it all the way down, through Brick and Toms River. You think with all that explosion of population in Brick and Toms River over the last 30 years, that would have been something that they would have tried to take this all the way down and then connect it to Atlantic City. Wouldn't it be nice if you could take that all the way down to Cape May, the train? That would be very, very interesting. So anyway, I digress here. We are at 7:30. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. O'Don here in the Traffic Center. Thank you so much for joining us here again. Just a little programming note. We are going to only go to 8:30 here this morning. With the setup for the NJ On Air friends there for their New Jersey morning show. So just want to make sure all the servers and whatnot get all connected up. So we're in the right place at the right time. This half hour is proudly sponsored by Travels with Darley. Make sure you check out our show, Travels with Darley, on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, also onto Wondrum as well, and on NJPBS. I'm not sure whether that program is still on about Newark. Look up with Darley. That was a pilot program that she had. And I think pretty much, I think there's a second episode coming. Probably sometime later in the fall, maybe early winter, because Darley's out on location filming season 10. And you can go to her website, darley-newman.com, for more information about where she is going to be coming up next. And she's also doing something cool with Facebook. She's been doing, she did a Facebook Live the other night. A lot of fun. Just follow her Facebook page, Travels with Darley, and you'll actually see the Facebook Live that she did the other evening. And a lot of fun, a lot of interaction. You know, she was answering the comments and, you know, questions and so forth. So definitely a lot of fun there, coming to you from Santa Fe, New Mexico. All right, so let's get back to our action here this morning. And again, it's been fairly quiet here for a Thursday morning. And, you know, it's, you know, it is look, it's the summertime. What do you know, this is what it is. It's what it is. So let's go to New Jersey again. 21 north of Van Houten Avenue, Passaic. One center lane is closed. I think that's the reason why somebody was reporting that as a crash. That was right in here, right in the Wallington Passaic area. So there's a pothole out. So there is a pothole being fixed there by exit 10 between 10 and 11 going north, and then this delay along westbound 346. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure who's thought it was a good call to stay out late here. You know, this is one thing you don't want is staying out late with construction. Water here. Got to stay hydrated, you know, because it is, like we mentioned in John's forecast, it is fairly dry. So westbound 46 is heavy there, out to the Little Falls area. Someday, somehow, they're going to finish this road work on 46 and Route 3. And they should have a gigantic grand opening, you know, a huge ribbon cutting is what it should really be. Because it has just been awful for drivers through this stretch of 46 and Route 3 for years. It just does not seem like it wants to end. You know, I see kind of where they're going with things, you know, as far as the pattern and where it's going to eventually go. And I think it's definitely going to improve traffic. But until we get to that point, boy, it has just been really rough for our friends at Woodland Park, Little Falls, Clifton, Wayne, you know, travel east on 46. So, so we'll just see when this wraps up. There's no ETA as far as when this is going to finish up here this morning. Unfortunately, I do not have it. Well, you know what? Let's see. I do have a camera I can show you on Route 3 here east of the Parkway. Let's see if the delay gets back here. No, that's that's eastbound moving away. So west is coming towards us. Can't even show you that. Well, you know, we'll try the 46 cameras, but I think we were unsuccessful yesterday in trying to accomplish that task. So this is at Union Boulevard, and that's going to be out because of the construction. So I hope they camera up everything along Route 46 altogether. And yeah, Alexandra says, I hope all that construction is finished by early October. Our reception is at the Westmont Country Club. Westmont Country Club. Wow, look at that. How funny is that? That's where I had my prom 1,000 years ago. I didn't even realize that the Westmont Country Club was even still in business. Yeah. The town went by another name, which I won't say because I get maybe a little upset when you mention what the town used to be called, but it's now Woodland Park. Although some people still refer to it as its former name. But wow, that's fun. Wow, Westmont Country Club. Very good choice. What do I remember? I was only 17 at the time, so it's a long time ago. But yeah, Westmont Country Club. Westmount Country Club. Interesting. That's funny. Wow. Yeah, I don't know whether that's I again, there's no ETA as far as when this is supposed to wrap up. I don't remember where that is. It's either there it is. Look at that. Wow. For all these years, somehow I remembered. I don't know how. Um, I guess you come off of Lackawanna or Rifle Camp coming through the circle. Can I well, I guess it's really Rifle Camp Road is probably the best way to get in there. Let's just see what the Westmount Country Club looks like. Is there was there a lake or something? No, it wasn't a lake. I'm getting lost here. I think there's a lake. I'll just show it to you. There it is. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Oh, bringing back a lot of memories. Wow. Look at that. Hmm. Wow. Yeah, I remember the room too. I don't know, Alexander, is there only one room or is there two? Don't remember. A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. um, Street that leads up to it. Oh, this is the driveway that leads up. Yeah, I do remember the driveway. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Wow. Huh. Two rooms, she says. Two rooms. Very nice. Very nice choice. Very, very nice. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Good stuff. So yeah, so I don't know whether getting back to your question, I'm not sure whether they're going to finish this road work by October. I guess if the weather is, again, I don't know how much more. I have not been on 46 this way because first of all, I just avoid it if I have to, because our studios for the New Jersey Morning Show are in Fairfield, so out here. So I usually I'll make my way up this way on 280 up through that section just to avoid this because you never know what you're going to get when you're coming through there. Honestly, even if there is unfortunately an accident or something, but the construction, it just takes forever to get that cleared up. But yes, good choice from what I remember many moons ago. I can find the prom pictures from wow. That's good to see they're still in business. I honestly didn't even think that they were that it was still around, but because there's another wedding venue catering place, and I can't remember what the name of that is. It's right in here off of Valley Road. That last Valley Regency, is that it? Is that what it is? Let's just see. I digress. Is from yes, the Valley Regency. Yeah, I was at a wedding there, um, about a year ago. Nice place. Room is huge, huge room that they have. I don't know how many people were at this wedding, but I think I was the only one in a mask. And at that point, July of 2021, we were afraid of COVID. They modeled the entire inside during COVID. Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I mean, if a lot of businesses and so forth, if they had the means to do any of that kind of work that they've been putting off, because they thought they were going to lose business, one tiny little silver lining is that, a lot of some businesses were able to do things like that since everything was shut to begin with, and were able to renovate and upgrade their facility. Let's do this. Back here to the incidents as we chat about wedding venues. Um, let's go to the Hudson River crossings. I knew I left something out. On average, whoa, Holland Tunnel about 43 minutes. What happened there? What's going on there? 43 minutes, really? Hmm. I don't get 43 minutes out of looking at the map here. I mean, unless something just cleared in the tunnel and was just holding up traffic for a few minutes. I don't see 43 minutes. Well, take that with a grain of salt, and we'll go at least 20 to 25. Looking at those maps, I don't see it as being 43 minutes. You know, into the toll plaza. I mean, the Skyway's only backed up towards Tunnelly Avenue. This is just backed up here on that section of the Bay Extension just before Jersey Street. So I don't think that's 43 minutes, but somehow maybe their sensor is a little bit off or something. Who knows? Maybe something squirrel got to the sensor in the tunnel. I don't know. Both ways at 280, busy here at the Stickle Drawbridge, but for the most part, we're doing fine. Just coming through the long-term repair on the Parkway, another section which hopefully finish up in some century. Parkway, both ways here in East Orange and Bloomfield is busy out through about exit 148 through 150. The Turnpike has this construction till 8, heading south on the car lanes here into interchange 9. You know what? As I say that, let's do this. Let's see if I can see that construction. I'm just curious to see what backup is, or how far what we're dealing with here this morning. Turnpike, head over to this location, north of 9. Okay. Thought I was going to get lucky there for a moment. This is by 9. I don't see anything. I do not see anything here this morning. Interesting. Okay. All right. So let's might as well hit weather here right on time, right? So let me come off of this camera here. So we'll do that and then take a very short break. We'll add this to the stream. So this is provided by our friend Jon Rocco from Rutgers University. So partly cloudy start here this morning across the entire region. Temps are hovering in towards the mid 70s to almost upper 70s now in New Jersey, getting to the 8 o'clock hour. So again, a bit of a, look, it's summer, folks. What are you going to do? I mean, it's 75 degrees. I mean, deal with it, right? Mid to lower 70s here in the 5 boroughs. So we'll go probably closer to 75 on average across the board. Same thing out to the island, 73, 74, 75 degrees here for Long Island this morning. So just be mindful of that. A little cooler up towards Middletown, Monticello, into the mid to upper 60s because they're at elevation, into the lower 70s now in Monroe and Patterson and over to Yonkers. Same thing with Southwestern Connecticut. On average, about room temperature, we'll put it at 72 degrees. So here's John's forecast for today. Some sun and clouds, an isolated storm, possibly to the east, like the East End, Suffolk County, South Shore of Connecticut, North Shore, Long Island could see potential for a possible storm. But still, I give that blanket coverage of the entire region as far as a, be weather aware, bring that maybe little umbrella, just keep it in the car, or depending on where you may be out, just walking in your bag. Just keep an eye, because, it gets this he starts to kick up a little bit, and the heating of the atmosphere and the whole deal. So could spell a recipe for some showers. Our next chance of really some more rain, which we need it because there is a New Jersey level 2 warning here, stage 2 campfire restriction in New Jersey from New Jersey from the New Jersey Forest Fire Service, and that's because we are so dry. So definitely keep that in mind. Here's the exclusive 7-day weather forecast. So about 90 today, 86 tomorrow, 85 on Saturday, 88 on Sunday. And looks like Johnny's pushed that, storm chance getting into Monday and or Tuesday. So both days could be a little stormy. Then starts to warm up. 92 for Wednesday. And looking at the longer range from Johnny, we're looking at some warm temperatures coming up for Thursday, Friday, maybe into Saturday. So we're going to start to cook up things here in the tri-state. And we thank Jon for the forecast here in the Tri-State Traffic Center. All right, this half hour is sponsored by Travels to Darley. Follow her on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. Definitely get out and watch her program there. Also go to her website, darley-newman.com. And again, if you're not familiar with her program, certainly check it out. Again, check that website, darley-newman.com, for the latest updates on Darley, who's been traveling for season 10 of Travels with Darley. We are going to take a quick break because nature calls here. I will be back in just a couple of moments. So let's do this. Let me just put the map up here. I'll kind of give you the wider snapshot of basically where most of our traffic is concentrated here this morning. And let's bring in some music for us and kind of just chill it out here in just a moment. Auntie Anna, let's just put a comment here. Buenos dias. It's so dry. My lawn looks like hayfield. Definitely need some rain. Absolutely, Anna. Definitely we need the rain. I will be back here in just a short moment. Let me put up the map here this morning, as I've got all over the place here for a moment. Put that map up, and no, we want to do this. So we will be back in just a moment.
From 1775 to 1783, the Revolutionary War saw North American colonists in a fight against the British for independence. Some of the most significant American losses and victories took place in South Carolina.
I'm Darlie Newman, and I'm here in Charleston, South Carolina, following the Liberty Trail.
Revolutionary War cannons. We call them snub-nosed cannon.
We should put up a sign that said George Washington partied here.
Well, Charleston is quite a fun town. It smells really good. If I were on the battlefield, I would have run. You may be in this beautiful, peaceful place, but you got to do the laundry too. Wow, 6th generation.
Yeah.
So we're walking across the foundation of this massive fortress.
A quaint little drinking village with a shrimping problem. Ooh.
On Travels with Darlie.
So that was just a little sample of Travels with Darlie. Yes, I am back here. Make a quick pit stop. Hopefully the squirrel won't hijack the show while I'm out. Yes, I hope not. Maybe that's what I need to do is in case have to stop off at the roadside service area, the rest area or whatever. I should just get a little puppet squirrel or something to sit in the chair, right? And take over the driver's seat. Oh my gosh, that's good, Anna. Thank you so much. All right, so let's do this here at 7:57. Again, little housekeeping note. We are only going to 8:30 here this morning. We've got to set up for the NJ morning show just to make you aware of that. So what we will do here is make this upcoming half hour little co-sponsor of the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery and a travel story. Again, that little clip was from season 9, which is currently on the air for Charleston, South Carolina. And that is Travels with Darley. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's give you the rundown of some of the temperatures here. Looks like most of these are the freshest numbers we got from National Weather Service. So EWR coming in at 77 degrees, 77 WABC, 22 Gabreski, Farmingdale at 73, a little cooler there on the island, as Johnny has said, into the lower 70s. Mid 70s here in Somerville, Teterboro, and Trenton, and with some fair skies, mostly cloudy. Looks like east of Manhattan, kind of a little bit of a cloudy start. Let's check out Connecticut and the Hudson Valley. 71 and fair at Bridgeport, 72 and fair in White Plains, and Tweed, New Haven coming in at 72. We'll check our list for South Jersey. Allentown, Lehigh, fair at 71. PIA coming in at 79. Also, Mount Holly coming in almost 80 degrees here already at 7:59 in the morning. Let's take a look at the Hudson Valley. Look at this. Ooh, this is nice here. 61 degrees in Monticello. Nice. The Monticello Raceway it's a private racetrack, but I was fortunate enough many years ago to go to a ride and drive event from Jaguar. Very good connections, and we actually drove around the track. It's amazing. It's an amazing experience. If you ever even get a chance to do it, please try it. Really just an amazing situation there for anybody, not anybody, but again, sometimes they put these ride and drive events, and then whether they're open to the public or it's just media, I'm not sure. But anyway, as I digress for the 1,000th time here at 8 o'clock, it's in Monticello. It's beautiful up that way. And there's somebody I follow on YouTube. He's Dave B, sells cars, I think is what it is. But he's from Schumacher Chevrolet in Livingston along Route 10. He's got a fairly substantial following about, the day-to-day life of a car salesman. I may even reach out to him, bring him, maybe if he could come on the show. I think he's an interesting guy. Maybe give us a little update on the car industry itself. What's going on. That could be just keep turning. But anyway, he was at the Monticello racetrack for a ride event, not so drive, a ride event for the new Corvette Z06, and really cool stuff. Boy, that car sounds so good. Oh man, you have to hit that Mega Millions on Friday. Boy, that is some vehicle. But yeah, it's 61 degrees for Monticello. Let's do another quick rundown. Let's go over to Cape May. We'll just check out that situation there. Wildwood Cape May coming in at 77 in fair skies. Also Ocean City at 76. And Wilmington and Delaware are coming in at 77. All right, so we go back to the maps here this morning. We'll put me back on camera, my big. But yeah, I don't have a pen. You know what? I keep a pen at this desk all the time, and it's just better if I had a pointing implement. And no, I don't see anything around. But anyway, I just wanted to point out maybe some of the newer pictures that you see. This one here, my buddy Tony Caputo from News 12. Love Tony, one of the best reporters in the entire business, and even more importantly, one of the nicest people, just one of the greatest guys on the planet. I mean, just an amazing individual. Where am I going? Whoa, that's me and G-Man, as I call him, as you hear me say sometimes. So I got to figure the perspective out here. Me and Jimmy G right there. Just saw him yesterday for lunch. He's doing well. And there's me and Christina. And you'll see me and Christina on the New Jersey Morning Show coming up at 9 o'clock. And this is from my days here at New Salem, Connecticut with my good friend Rick Combs, my other good friend Annalisa Clevers, who used to host the morning show there. So that was a lot of fun for my Connecticut viewers. So added just a few more photographs to the lineup there. And again, I can't. I think I've mentioned this before. This here is this replica oil can from Texaco. That was from my good buddy Danny up there in Norwood in Bergen County. That's way up there in Bergen County at Callahan's. Not Big Tom Callahan's, but Danny Callahan's is hot dog shop. Awesome stuff, awesome food, and again, more importantly, just an awesome guy. Always accommodating everybody. You know, we should try to see if I can reach out to Danny. Maybe he comes on the show with us. Bigger, over the top personality. You'll love Danny. Just an amazing guy. So good on camera, and you know he probably really should have his own reality show on YouTube. I think he would do extremely well. All right. So anyway, you can see it's a relatively quieter morning here as we're getting into a bunch of other angles and so forth. We've also heard back, which is amazing news, and this is very little I could say, but my good friends over at Chevy have gotten back to me, and we are in line here to do something with the new Chevy Blazer SS that gets revealed on Monday. So that's about all I can say. So just keep an eye out. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell notification. We'll let you know when that video goes up Monday evening. Really exciting stuff. So we've seen the teaser picture of it. That's all I can say is that really, yeah, just it's an exciting time for anybody who's an enthusiast of electric vehicles. So we'll leave it at that. Yeah. So again, we're going to 8:30 now. So let's go back to the action, shall we? We'll do that. And let's check up on a few outstanding areas. The first is this Route 46 debacle here is beginning to thin out just a bit. I believe that the road work is now gone. Yes, it has. And they cleared up right on time. They said 8 o'clock, right? It's 8:05. Pardon me, man. I'm just really parched here this morning. I digress. I'm getting excited about the but again, the damage is done here now. West on Route 3. We are well back through dare I say Passaic Ave, just west of there, or literally almost in front of the Clifton Commons out through Bloomfield Avenue. So again, that's going to be really bad. This the whole stretch here probably going to run you about another 10 plus minutes, even just to get to the Parkway or out to Route 46. But again, the road work is gone. So that is out of the way for us. And that's partially why I think in some capacity that 80 is a little bit heavier here west of 20, almost out to 19, because of the word that got out about Route 46, that some may have stayed on Route 46 here, heading over to that Little Falls area. So they just wanted to avoid it. But again, the road work has been cleared. Southbound 19 seems to be awfully crowded as well, and I'm not quite sure why. Northbound here, getting up in towards 80 onto Route 80. Let's just go to this is the problem here. Overturned vehicle 322 and at 50 in Hamilton Township down here. I doubt that there's a camera here. I can't imagine. So right at Cape May Avenue, 2 is going to be, looks like, shut there at Route 50, south of the Atlantic City Expressway. So, again, be mindful of that here this morning. Hopefully everyone has walked away from that collision that sounds fairly serious on 322 West here at 50 in Hamilton Township. So again, cross our fingers that everybody is okay. Also, there is pothole repairs north on 21, north of exit 10, Van Houten Avenue, Passaic. A center lane is shut there with some emergency construction, so look for that. Where was I going? Oh, cameras on Route 80. Go here to Route 80, and we'll come down here to Route 19. Let's see if the camera's working. No. Okay. Let's go to Madison Ave. It's a nice looking day out there, though. Sun is really peeking through those clouds. Let's check it out at Route 20. That's westbound that heads away, really jammed. Again, that's usually what we see for the morning rush hour through that area, but I'm wondering if something happened here over by Madison going east and someone's slowing down. But just beware that that's bit of a heavy ride, and here comes the Route 4 crowd going east by Hackensack Avenue, and then west on 80 is really busy here. Check that out as well, since we're on the Route 80 cameras. Go to Hudson Street, see what the vibe is there. Wow, those local lanes are just jammed getting onto 17. Something happened on 17. Yeah, right in here, but I don't see anything. Split the difference by Apollo Fly Road. That camera's actually working for the first time in how long? That's west, so I would imagine it has to do maybe something with this construction. Maybe. Now I think that there's something going on there. Just west of Hudson, because that should not be that heavy. I understand that there's the exit and stuff like that, but I'm not sure. It gets a little tough for that camera being so far, out. Yeah. So I think there's something going on under that overpass at Green Street is what my estimation would be, that it's underneath that overpass that something's going on, right? Now the Parkway getting hit hard both ways here over by through Bloomfield by 148. Also, here we go again. Again, it happens every so often that you get this delay on 19 getting out to 81, which is heading out to North Avenue in the port. It seems like every trucker has all come in at the same time to pick up a load or drop off a load. But we are just hammered here past the airport on the local side. As you extend out to Route 81 in towards the Turnpike at interchange 13A off of Dowd Avenue. So it happens maybe twice a week or so. And there's, again, I'm sure there's got to be a rhyme and reason why that is, whether it's just scheduling there at the port or what it is. I'm not sure, but every now and then you get it, and we're getting it today. West on 78 heavy in Vauxhall this morning. But Western Jersey looks good. Again, our typical delays here on 80 both ways over by 287. About exit 39 into 42 is going to be a solid ride. Shore communities, Parkway is moving nicely here through Monmouth County. I think Justin is working the evening shift here. So I don't believe he's probably still asleep. South on the Turnpike, although with a little one, maybe not. South on the Turnpike here is heavy on the inner roadway because of road work still out there just before interchange 9 between south of 10 from 10 to 9. That's in the car lane, so maybe stay with the outer roadway instead to avoid any kind of a backup. But in 195, 295, the Turnpike is all in good shape. 295 a little busy in the usual area from the Algeo Curve over through about exit 30 or so. And then 55 at 42 is a bit of a solid ride. We continue to the Parkway all throughout Ocean and Atlantic counties. A little backed up here heading north on the Parkway in Brick by 89, but there's, nothing to really get terribly excited about for that. Atlantic City, Ocean City, Wildwood, Cape May, Avalon Parkway is good. Let's go towards the New York City incident list now here at 8:12. Processing. Hey, we're processing. So while that's processing and stewing up nicely, we'll go to our maps here. And Staten Island looks good. Just a little light congestion east on the expressway out by Victory Boulevard. Then coming off the Verrazano is just a little bit slow as well. This morning, Bell Parkway, though, playing real nice, except for the westbound side here over by Cross Bay. Looks like we have a crash being reported there this morning. Let's see if they have anything here from the incident list. Nothing. So that, I think, just happened moments ago. Just west of Cross Bay. So we're back through to the airport here. Gowanus BQE combo. Normally what we see for the morning rush hour. Battery Tunnel, about 10 plus minutes, probably closer to 15 to 20, as you incorporate the delays through Industry City on the inbound Gowanus. We've got delays here on the BQE south of the Kosciuszko Bridge, getting out to the Williamsburg Bridge, and then again heading south as we make our way to the Brooklyn Bridge, starting to see a little more traffic into Manhattan. About 20 to 25 minutes at the Midtown Tunnel, 15 at the Ed Koch. East side, west side, we're fine. The drive is a little bit heavy heading south here at the RFK Triborough, and then south on the west side, or Henry Hudson Parkway, coming down just south of the Trans-Manhattan Expressway is a little bit heavy as well. Both ways, the elevated section of the Bruckner is busy. Westbound on the Cross Bronx is, that really is not bad. Just a little back up here at the Bronx River Parkway up the hill of the 3rd. Both ways of the D in here is fairly slow this morning out towards Yankee Stadium. But, I've certainly seen worse at this time of the morning. Throgs Neck is a real mess of traffic here. I'd stay with the Whitestone instead, and Whitestone Expressway up to the bridge. That's normal traffic there. Both ways, the LIE through the fairgrounds. When is that never an issue? Heading east again, out to the Cross Island is busy. Same thing on the Grand Central. And both ways, the Van Wyck at Hillside is heavy. Same thing on the Cross Island through Hempstead Turnpike, on through Hillside Avenue into the Grand Central. Saw this up here. What is this? This is the New England Thruway through New Rochelle, New Rock City. I don't know why that would be heavy. This is probably like around exit 15, maybe. 15, so just north of 15 is a bit of a tight ride. It's really just before exit 16 now. So I wonder if something just happened there. Check our Hudson Valley pages in a moment. Then the Hutch is pretty busy up to North Avenue, and then again through Weaver Street. So that's fill in. Same thing here. Some late arrivers to the party. Both ways of the Southern State Parkway coming in through 135 and the Middlebrook and the Wantagh. So Southern State certainly go downhill a little bit. West in the LA is heavy at 135. Then further west of exit, go west of Jericho of 40 was Jericho Turnpike into 39 is busy. Southern State, again, a lot of traffic here west of Deer Park Avenue into 135. Some light volume here on the expressway out by Vets Highway. Sunrise Highway, that is going to be looking good. East on Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays over to Southampton to Watermill is seeing a fairly substantial ride. Again, this is normally what we see for this time of the morning. Let's go to Southwestern Connecticut. It's 8 and 25 is really busy. I just think some of our friends are waking up late getting on to 95, but then it's busy from 26 down through about 24. We go through Fairfield. We pick up the delays here at Sherwood Island, 18 down through 11, and then heavier further south of that from 9 on over to about exit 5 or so. Merritt Parkway is busy south of 40 out to 37. And then the Parkway really busy out of Trumbull into Fairfield this morning, going to go south of about 48 through 44. But that's usually what we do see. East on 287, that's a fairly busy ride from Elmsford into White Plains. Again, we showed you the Hutch delays there getting up into North Avenue. Tappan Zee Bridge, all of Rockland County, again, is going to be a fantastic ride. 84 Port Jervis, Route 6. The Beacon Bridge is good. 84 is fine. Go to Brewster, going west on 84 out of Connecticut. It's a bit slow. Danbury, Newtown, all is going to be in good shape. Waterbury, West Hartford. Again, it's, our summertime patterns here this morning. Oh, that's Valley incident. Just wanted to check that New England Thruway, see if anything was brewing there. That's what it is. Broken down semi-trailer. Center lane is shut New England Thruway northbound before exit 16 in New Rochelle. Yep. I had a feeling there was something going on. We got a crash in the Zaconic in Dutchess County over by Route 52. The shoulder is out there. Another issue, Fire Department 289A, south of White House Road in Greenberg. Crash with injuries on Route 6. 209 in Ulster, still shut with a downed tree. Hudson Valley is seeing a fair amount going on for a summertime morning rush hour. And so let's go to here. I have a feeling if they know that the center lane is out, that they've got some eyes on it. Oh, just when I thought the Thruway really needs to upgrade these cameras. This looks like a surveillance camera from 1988 when we're looking at the Radio Shack over here or something. Yeah, that is a broken down vehicle. This is from 14 up to 16. So, it's probably going to run you another 10, 15 minutes there. That's why I think through Pelham, the Hutch is picking up some more volume there as word gets out on the overhead signs about the situation there in New Rochelle. All right, so let's do a little weather, shall we, from our meteorologist in training, Mr. Jonathan Rocco. Thank him for the forecast today. So, partly cloudy start to our area, but temps are kind of starting to cook up here this morning, getting into the mid to upper 70s throughout New Jersey. Same thing into the 5 boroughs, about on average about 75 to 77 here throughout the 5 boroughs. Again, head to Long Island into the mid 70s. We'll put it at 75, 76 there. And we head over towards the Hudson Valley. Again, we saw that temperature in Monticello. That was early this morning, about 61 degrees. Middletown coming in closer to 70 now. Same thing with Poughkeepsie. 75 in Yonkers. Go to southwestern Connecticut. Also looking at temps here into the lower to mid 70s. Let's check out Johnny's forecast, shall we, for today. Some sun and clouds, an isolated storm possibly to the east of the area, eastern Suffolk County, Montauk, North Fork, South Fork, North Shore of Long Island, South Shore of Connecticut could potentially see a pop-up storm, but temps are going to be cooking up fairly nicely into the lower 90s and about 83 in Islip. So maybe a little bit of a ocean breeze there on Long Island. Same thing with some of our shore communities, can be into the lower to mid 80s. So probably a good 8 to 10 degrees cooler at the shore. I think, what is that? Avalon? I think it's Avalon. It's cooler by the mile, I believe, is their slogan. So could be a pretty decent beach day, but definitely bring the sunscreen. Our weather threats, again, later on today, that isolated storm to the east, possibly. But after that, we're still dry. And New Jersey Forest Fire Service has issued a stage 2 campfire restriction for northern New Jersey because of the very dry conditions. Monday is really our next chance of any kind of precip across our area. So let's check out that exclusive 7-day weather forecast to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Looking at almost 90 today, 86 on Friday, 85 on Saturday, 88 on Sunday. So the weekend is actually shaping up fairly nicely. You know, Johnny's pushed the rain into Monday now. So the potential is out there for some storms on Monday and or Tuesday. Wednesday starting to cook up to 92, and looking at Johnny's extended outlook, he is looking at some really warm temperatures for Thursday, Friday, like mid 90s. Probably going to feel triple digits around this area come a week from now. So we shall see. So get the ACs cranked up and the fans going, right? And you know, speaking of hot weather, what goes best with hot weather is ice cream. From my good friend Ralph over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, 908-272-3000. Go to his website, cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com, for more information. Really has some of the best ice cream anywhere to be found in these United States or even worldwide. I don't know if I want to call him Mr. Worldwide because that's Pitbull, but, you know, Mr. Tri-State, right? So looking at, you know, the cotton candy has the staples, the vanilla chocolate strawberry, vanilla super crunch, cappuccino. Also has the grasshopper. I believe he still has coconut. He's still doing Christmas in July with the eggnog chip, which is delicious. The gingerbread, as well as peppermint bark and hot cocoa. So definitely get some to the holidays in July. And once again, he's located at 22 North Avenue West in beautiful, historic Cranford, New Jersey. There's some more of that delicious ice cream, the coffee ice cream, Cookie Monster, and M&M Explosion. Looking at these wonderful flying saucers and chip witches, just a great pick-me-up treat for a hot summer's day. So we thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Also, we're sponsored this half hour, co-sponsorship here because we're ending the broadcast in about 6 minutes. Travels with Darlie Newman, my friend and host of Travels with Darlie in her 10th season now. So she's out on the road for the summer and leaving BB the cat at home. I'm sure she's got somebody watching the cat, but that would have been an interesting YouTube channel, right? Just BB the cat apartment in New York City. Just a 24-hour live stream of what the cat's doing. Anyway, I digress. But you can follow her on her Instagram page, Facebook page, Travels with Darlie, Twitter at Darlie Newman, and darlie-newman.com is a good place to get more information on where Darlie may be. Also, check her program out on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman Ovation TV's Journey. Also, New Jersey PBS with Look Up with Darlie. That's one of her new programs. I believe that we'll have a follow-up show in the coming months into the fall time frame. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And she did say that the 10th season is scheduled to air early next year, and whether that's January, February, sometime in early 2023. So we thank Darlie for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Let's go back to our action here. Let's do a quick roundup here. And again, make sure you follow us back on over to the New Jersey Morning Show, and that will be coming up at 9 a.m. So we've got an issue here west on 80 at Union Boulevard. 2 right lanes are shut there. 33 in Heightstown. That's west of Main Street. Shoulders out of service there. 322 is shut at 50 in Hamilton. And 21 here at exit 10 at Passaic. We've got a pothole repair still being worked on. Let's check out this accident here on 80 very quickly. Know that there is a camera here in this location. This is out at Union. See what we see here. Not a whole lot. I got a feeling it's just before it. So, and this may have just happened here. Let's go to Anna's favorite road, Squirrelwood Road, right? No deal. So let's go back here. Know so much that it's at Union Boulevard. I think it's right in here somewhere, before Route 19. talking about, but they're saying by Union Boulevard, so they've got the police scanners and so forth. And I still think local side of 80 here, getting up to Route 17, something's banging out traffic there as well. That's a little bit heavy as well. Excuse me. Coughing attack there. Both ways of the parkway is fairly crowded this morning, getting out through the Bloomfield area. But what else is new? Let's run down the Hudson River crossings now, because I think we just have enough time to do the incident pages, not so much all the volume delays right now, because again, I've got to set up here shortly. So on average, about 20 minutes across the board at the Hudson River. So that's good news. Let's take a look at New Jersey Transit. We'll follow up with that. Hudson Bergen Light Rail, a couple of cancellations there for mechanical issues. You do see them on the screen. River Line, 73, 742 departure Trenton canceled. The corridor has got some mechanical issues here, a couple of canceled trains. We had some earlier Amtrak overhead wire issues that's long been cleared, but Renton Valley line coming into Penn Station there, 20 minutes resolved from earlier Conrail freight train ahead. Okay. Let's go to the New York City incident list. This morning, it's processing. East Houston Street, accident investigation in between First and Christie Street. Everything is blocked there, so that could be tough drive there for friends down in Lower Manhattan. Let's go to the Long Island list. Let's bring that up here this morning, and we are clear across the board. Hudson Valley. Check out the vibe here. New England Thruway again. The New England Thruway at 16, New Rochelle, broken down tractor trailer, and that's backing traffic now into the Bronx at this point. So that's well over 20 minutes plus. So if you can get to the Hutch, is the better ride. Again, some earlier issues here on the Taconic 9A, Route 6. That's going to be a new crash here on Route 6. That's west. That's 684. The shoulder is out, so look for that. Connecticut is going to be here with just our normal delays, really. Merritt Parkway 4037, Trumbull 4841, really 4837 is going to connect the dots there. 2722 on 95, 1813 there, and then 9 through 5. So, kind of just our normal traffic pattern for southwestern Connecticut this morning. We do have some delays here. Our trains running the Q line from 57th Street, 7th Avenue, Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street via the F line to 36th Street. So, again, just some delays for some, but could affect many. Our Wassaic branch has eased out there. Long Island Railroad is going to be good across the board. Waterbury has some extra service as well. 7 new weekday trains. So that is some welcome news. Branch. All right, friends. So I think we are going to wrap up things here this morning. I'm just trying to look up one last piece of info. I want to pass it along to you here. So, we're talking about the Hudson Valley, and I also follow this gentleman on YouTube, his YouTube channel. Give him a subscribe too, because it's really fascinating stuff if you're into roads and traffic and things like I am. Roadway Whiz, that is what his handle is on YouTube. Danny Murphy does a real nice job. Him and his crew has a really nice following on YouTube for Roadway Whiz. It gives you the POV kind of look out the windshield of many different roads, especially throughout the tri-state area, but really around the country. It's kind of an interesting perspective on driving and the roads, and we're in talks to get Danny on the show, whether it's going to be on the live broadcast. It may not work out with the schedule. I think it's more our first show maybe will be a taped broadcast, or maybe we will do it live. Maybe not so much focusing on traffic, but focusing on what Dan is doing with Roadway Whiz, and just kind of pick his brain and his knowledge about roads and so forth, and maybe have a little discussion about what roads are good, what roads are bad. And if you do that, I'd like to get the comments from the audience live, which I think would be good, some questions and so forth. So we're in talks. We're still in works for this, so keep an eye out for that on the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe that. If you can, please do so. I'm trying to put together this traffic and weather station from my living room. So again, if you can do that, please, that would be a big help. Want to thank Jon Rocco for providing the forecaster this morning. Darley and Ralph, our sponsors, Travels with Darley and Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Make sure you follow me now over to NJ on Air. That begins at the top of the hour at 9 a.m. For the New Jersey Morning Show with Cara Christina and meteorologist Mike Favetta in the Weather Center. So we thank all of our viewers for watching us here this morning, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.